Okay, welcome to Dynamic Languages. We're in France, about to go on a trip to central France to a place called Vichy. Vichy. So, yeah, I'm just reviewing this. I don't speak French, but you are going to hear me speak a bit as we listen to this trip in English with French keywords. Yeah, let's head down. So, this has just been released.
Welcome to Vichy, the jewel of French spa towns, proudly dubbed the Queen of Spas. This iconic destination has a rich history dating back to Roman times, and its thermal waters were harnessed in the days of Emperor Napoleon III. Nestled along the Allier River, Vichy's unique blend of natural beauty and architectural splendor has earned it international fame, making it a must-visit spot for wellness seekers and history buffs alike.
Le spa.
I like to listen at high speed to the English. I'm not loving this music, so I'm going to turn it off. Le spa. Yeah, I'm going to listen at high speed to the English and just check it works. And then quickly go through beginner French and intermediate French as well.
Did you know Vichy's thermal heritage draws over 100,000 tourists each year? The city's springs were discovered in the 17th century and have been a popular destination since the 1800s. Notable figures have sung their praises, like the French letter writer Madame de Sévigné. The Vichy waters were said to have cured the paralysis in her hands, enabling her to take up letter writing. Today, Vichy is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its exceptional thermal springs and the vibrant culture that surrounds them. The historic Célestins convent houses the source of Célestins, one of the many springs in the city.
I listen to podcasts at 2 speed, and you do get used to it. But I understand it's weird. Some people who never listen to audio
This is the
at
source
high
of Célestin,
speed.
a natural wonder bubbling up at a cool 24 degrees.
Yeah, if you never listen to audio at high speed, that just sounds like gibberish to you. But I'm used to it. I've trained my ears. This is cool. Anyway.
Celsius. This spring emerges from a depth of 30 metres with a pH of 6.7. The iconic spring boasts a flow rate of 167 litres per minute, and the water contains bicarbonates, chlorides, calcium, sulfates, lithium.
I'll turn it down. I'm not going to listen to all the audio because I've already gone through it. Just going to check out the scenes.
A short walk from the
I'm not sure
Célestin
it's
convent
working.
is this unassuming church. The Église Saint-Blaise was built in the 1600s, when this charming structure was a beacon of hope. Its small size was overshadowed by the healing miracles of its Black Virgin statue, drawing pilgrims with its sacred aura.
This is an incredible church that we're about to explore.
The original church was dedicated to Notre Dame and is still home to the Black Virgin statue. The restored statue now stands above the altar here in the Saint-Blaise chapel, with a stained glass window that includes the words, "Virgin who answers quickly." In the 1920s, a new church was built next to this old 17th century structure. The old part we are standing in now became a chapel within the new, larger complex.
Wow.
In the 1920s, as Vichy expanded due to tourism, this larger Art Deco-style church, named Notre-Dame des Malades, was built. The bell tower was added later, in 1956. This expansion reflects the town's growth and modern architectural trends. There are 15 beautiful stained glass windows in the church that were all donated.
It's an incredible church with an incredible story.
The church combines its 17th century core with the modern Art Deco
I'm glad
extension,
these images.
using
These images have really come out nicely. I'm pleased about that.
The Art Deco style of this church is very beautiful and fitting for the royalty and high society people that were attracted.
Cool.
The church's architectural blend of 17th century and Art Deco styles, coupled with the veneration of the Black Virgin, makes it a significant cultural and religious
One of the more surprising churches, I would say, on our time in France.
The Opéra de Vichy is a historic opera house that sits on the edge of the Parc des Sources. The building was constructed in 1901 within the Palais des Congrès and was designed by architect Charles Lecoeur in the Art Nouveau style. Originally part of a casino, it was converted into a dedicated performance venue in the 1990s, hosting operas, ballets, concerts, and theatre productions. It has a capacity of 1,450 spectators, and its ornate interior features gold leaf, fresco.
I would soon throw the glass, but I cut it out of the video.
As you can see, the Parc des Sources and surrounding areas were undergoing a massive refurbishment when this was filmed.
Yeah, this was quite annoying when we were filming,
is
to
the
be
Grand
honest.
Établissement.
That the whole park area, that was the expression of annoyance. That this beautiful park had just been dug up. Oh well, I'm sure it looks amazing now. This was 2024, so probably looks beautiful now. If you're to go. Yeah, these spas were very cool.
Spas of Europe, linking it to a network of historic spa towns across the continent. These towns include Baden-Baden in Germany and Bath in the UK, both of which you can visit with dynamic languages.
Le printemps.
Le printemps. What does that mean? Spring.
In total, about 289 springs have been recorded in...
Not convinced that's correct. I'm going to check that.
Vichy and the surrounding area. The temperature of the water bubbling up from the springs ranges from 14 degrees Celsius to 73 degrees Celsius. The taps in front of you carry water from the Célestins spring, which we saw earlier. Under Napoleon III, Vichy became the ultimate spa getaway in the 19th century. It buzzed with fashion and health, with visitors enjoying morning drinks, leisurely strolls, and evening balls, all enhanced by the therapeutic waters. These waters were famed for treating ailments because of their digestive and dermatological benefits.
Oh, these were cool.
We are now standing on the elegant Rue de Belgique. This street showcases the villas that were built and became very popular in the late 19th to early 20th century. To your left is Castel Flamand, which was built in 1898. It features red bricks, limestone ornaments, and a balcony facing the street. Its style embodies the Flemish style that was popular in Northern Europe at the time. Unfortunately, its original roof was destroyed in a fire in 1933.
Le balcon.
Le balcon. Le balcon.
Le balcon.
Le balcon. My French is El Terrible. It's not very good. I'm not very good with the L's. Balcon? Balcon? No, just can't get it. Le balcon.
Next to Rue de Belgique are the Chalets Napoléon III. This is a group of 5 historic chalets, known for their connection to Emperor Napoleon III and the town's spa heritage. Designed by architect Jean Lefort, the style of the buildings is a blend of alpine chalets and English colonial houses, featuring wooden galleries, large balconies, and decorative elements under the roofs and windows.
Le chalet.
Le chalet. I got that. I can say chalet. was in English, the same French word. Beautiful houses, these. Wonder how much they go for now.
The Emperor's Chalet hosted Napoleon III from July 7th to August 5th, 1863. Napoleon III didn't like the design because the balconies faced the streets and were not very private. This led to the construction of other chalets, including the Chalet de l'Empereur and Chalet Eugénie, both completed in 1864. They both have balconies that face the park, which gives a lot more privacy.
La vie privée.
La vie privée. We know the French love their privacy.
Here we can see the two chalets and their balconies from the park. These private retreats add a touch of royal elegance to the town's landscape. Note the beautiful preserved chimneys visible from here on the Chalet de l'Empereur. Wow. This area reflects a variety of architectural styles and cultural influences, like a living gallery of the city's golden age as a spa town. The proximity of the chalets to the thermal district and the park made them very appealing to wealthy visitors seeking health cures.
Populaire.
Populaire. Yes, finally my French is going to be popular.
The area called Parcs de Vichy includes Parc Napoléon III and Parc Kennedy, which were both developed in the mid-19th century. Parc Napoléon III, created in 1861, was designed with a variety of tree species, both native and exotic, and features a lake, a long driveway, and a bust of Napoleon III. The parks were designed to provide serene environments for relaxation. If you visit Baden-Baden in this app, you'll see that parks and green spaces were an important element of the most popular spa towns.
Well, yeah, you want to relax and recuperate after a spa. You want to do it in parks, don't you? You don't want to do it in a busy city.
The town's main parks run alongside the Allier River, and as well as being recreational areas, they helped protect the town from flooding. The Allier River used to be a bustling trade route for mariners, and it played a key role in Vichy's commerce during the 15th century. But as we've seen, it's the spas that really put this town on the map. We'll finish this tour of the Queen of Spas here. I hope you enjoyed this trip, and get to relax in the thermal waters in real life one day.
That'd be good. I think I'm going to give a little commentary here. If I remember correctly.
So here we are in Vichy, and as you can see, and here, there is a lot of construction happening. This entire central park is just completely, well, I don't know, under restoration. Or it's all this area that you can see behind you, also all over there. So many of the sites we're hoping to film, we're not going to be able to film here, but I guess next time it will look really pretty when we come back. Anyway, enjoy the trip, and you're going to love the church. The church is amazing. See you then.
The church was amazing, and I hope you did enjoy the trip. This is the director's commentary on the director's commentary. Yeah, I was pretty annoyed that they were digging up that beginning. And even going through this trip, I skipped the beginning scenes. But yeah, it worked. It all worked well. So now I'm just going to have a look at the French one. Let's do the beginner one and just check that that is all loading. As I said, I don't speak French, but this is for beginner learners. So I'll just briefly show you how it works, so you can see if you're a beginner French learner.
Vichy est une célèbre ville thermale française.
So you've got subtitles.
Elle est située.
You've got subtitles you can turn off and on, and you can also bring up the text using that button. You can show the English there. You can also bring up this text using the X button and just get rid of it as well. And then you can play pause with this button. I've turned it right down, but...
Ces espaces verts. Le spa.
Le spa. There you go, you can do that. What we're doing, and I'm just going to check a few scenes load. Primarily the images in the church. So let me just skip a few forward, and we'll be in the church, hopefully. Yeah, so just want to check these work.
La plus grande église s'appelle Notre-Dame des Malades. Elle a été construite dans le style Art déco et possède 15 vitraux.
There you go. And the video will not move on until you close that. So you can do that using the X button.
Le vitrail.
Le vitral. What does that mean? Stained glass. Okay. All right. On to the next one. I'm going to do the intermediate French now. Yeah. So, oh, the other thing, recall quiz. So this is the same, or we just saw that. So le vitral is the French. So by seeing the English, I have to recall the French, which means I'm much more likely to remember that vocabulary. It's how memory science, recalling the information is what's needed, because that's what's needed in the moment when you need to say the word. So, le vitrail.
Le vitrail.
Le vitrail. Okay.
Le
So yeah, you
vitrail.
can go through and do them that way. And yeah, and then we've got the intermediate advanced. I love those recall quizzes. It's a great feature. I want to see more people using them because they're not being used fully, and it's very useful to recall information. But okay, let's see and make sure that this works correctly in much faster, harder French.
Bienvenue à Vichy, le joyau des villes thermales françaises, fièrement surnommée la reine des spas. Cette destination emblématique
Okay, that all seems to be working. Let's just check that. Yeah, the text is coming up.
a une histoire riche qui remonte à l'époque romaine. Et ces eaux thermales ont été exploitées à l'époque de l'empereur Napoléon.
Final thing I want to check, again, just the photos in the church, make sure they're loading correctly. All seems to be working.
Dans les années 1920, alors que Vichy se développait grâce au tourisme.
So this is much harder French. So yeah, as you can hear, or not hear now.
Construite. Le clocher a été ajouté plus tard, en 1000.
So the app really is great for any level of French. If you've got no French, you can listen in English. You can turn off the keywords as well. There is a feature for that. And then you can listen in beginner or intermediate French. So English just for explorers, and then the 2 language levels there. Yeah, and then you've got the recall quizzes and, of course, feedback. You can give our videos feedback and let us know what you think and what you'd like to see, because we're improving stuff all the time. So let us know. Yeah, and that's Vichy. And we've got another load of trips around France, and we'll be releasing more content on YouTube. So subscribe and yeah, download the app and try loads of this content. There's loads of content for free. So download Dynamic Languages on the MetaQuest store and try it for free. Till next time.